Don't hit me, number one. And don't hit me with a snowball, number 1.1. The people who pass these classes with A's, are y'all cheating? Because if y'all are, why wouldn't y'all tell everybody else how to do it? Come on.
Only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Yeah. Only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Yeah. Question is why I do the things I do. Answer I may never find, but I'll always choose you. Wanna give up on you, but damn I know I can't. I put the blame on me for giving you chance after chance. I love you, I can't stand. And I try to be strong, but how much can I put your words on your life this time? And I hope your words ain't lying, cause only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Yeah. Oh yeah. Only thing that's saving you is the heart of a woman. Yeah. It's my mind and my soul, rest of your pride. Nigga, check your ego, cause I left mine at the door, just because I let it slide. Turning all of my...
Good morning. Oh, wait. Hold on. All right, much better. Good morning. What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. I am Mo. We're just gonna hang out today for a little bit, not all day. The last vlog was an hour long, and shout out to y'all who got through the whole vlog. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all gonna be my day ones for sure, because I know that vlogging is a preference, and there are preferences within the preference. And one of the preferences is long vlogs, and then the other preferences, shorter vlogs. So if you watch the whole vlog, no matter if you prefer long or short vlogs, thank you. All right, so back to the intro. We are on our new DJI Osmo Pocket 2 camera, and we got our DJI mic. Will I be mic'd up the whole time? Possibly. We're together. We did our morning routine, and we even put a little mascara on because we want to look human. We're going to get ourselves dressed today, have our coffee. I have run out of ginger turmeric shot, but here's the thing. New York City, it snowed. Where am I to go get the supplies? I don't know. I don't have lemon, and I don't have coconut water, and I ain't making a new batch with regular water, because 2 batches ago I made it with regular water and it was hot. It was spicy. It was hot. It was too much. Okay, so we're gonna see if some of this snow melts by this afternoon, and then I'll go. If it doesn't, then we have to find another time. But anywho, we're on our new camera. I'm excited about this, and I don't know what the mic sounds like when it's right here. I'm just trying. I'm gonna get dressed because there's a lot of, my clavicles on up in here. It's a lot of skin. All right, I'll be back. All right, we are dressed. We'll just put on some jeans and a t-shirt, and now I need to make this bed. Y'all, is anybody else who's 40 tired immediately at the beginning of the day like me? It's just me. We really be working hard. I'm meeting some really cool people on TikTok, and I'm seeing that we're all different ages, but the people in their 40s, we're working hard, and I don't know if we're supposed to feel tired or if we're supposed to feel young and spry, but I feel tired, but I still feel accomplished. I feel really accomplished in my efforts and things that I'm doing, because I could easily say, oh, I'm too old for that, or I'm out of age range for trying new things, or whatever it is, and I could even look silly for trying them. I might look silly to some people, but that's their business. It's not my business. I'm not gonna feel ashamed of trying new things and trying to be more out there and just live a life that I truly want to live. That's what's important to me. I want to live a good life, a life that I truly want to live, and I can't do that if I'm not trying new things. Right? Let me make this bed. All right, so it's for sure nothing fancy when I'm making this bed. So it's definitely going to be a learning curve using this camera, but I'm excited. I'm super excited that I got it. I'm super excited to be vlogging with a camera. It's so small, it's so handheld. And it has an app that you can put on your phone so that when you open up the app, you're able to see yourself while you're recording. So you can see if you're doing something right or wrong. I'm able to see, I'm looking down because I'm looking at my screen. I'm able to see everything that my camera is seeing. I also have a wide lens attachment. This is without the wide lens. I feel like I like better without the wide lens, just for now. I might have to adjust the color a little bit because we're not that color in real life. We're not. Somebody told me to do an unboxing. I gotta look at how people do unboxings because in a box. Ain't no box. No, I still have the box itself, but I just gotta see. Y'all, I want to show y'all outside so bad, but basically it's snow. It's snow everywhere. Snow is stuck on the ground. Snow is stuck on top of the buildings. Snow flying in the air. It's snowing. And I know it's winter, but I don't like snow. Not one day in my life do I like snow. I don't like, when I was a kid, I didn't like it. I didn't like snowball fights. Don't hit me. Don't hit me, number one. And don't hit me with a snowball, number 1.1. I don't like it. I have to walk in the snow. You know that feeling or that sound when somebody's going down a chalkboard? Even the thought of it just hurts your teeth. That's how I feel when I'm walking in the snow. When my feet are crunching the snow under me, hurts my teeth. I don't like snow. Yet, here we are. But anyway, I'm going to make myself some coffee and then we're going to sit down and hang out for a little bit and then we're going to enjoy the rest of our weekend apart from each other. But still in each other's heart, you know? Y'all, we're having some coffee. I have, what did I put in here today? I think I put pumpkin spice. I have sugar-free pumpkin spice syrup and half and half. That's it. That's what I put in my coffee. I use Cafe Bustelo. Anywho, I just wanted to sit down and talk to y'all super fast about life. Oh my goodness. So my semester is finally over. For those of you who don't know, I'm studying for my exercise science pre-physical therapy concentration bachelor's. Honestly, the courses for the major, for anybody who wants to study exercise science because they want to be a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, pretty much those two, or exercise and movement science specialist, doctor, or I don't know what it is, exercise and movement science specialist, I'll go there. That means like either you want to move on to get your master's so that you can work at physical education for a school. Now, I know growing up, I'm 40, so growing up being a phys ed teacher might not have been the coolest, but now I feel like it's really important because we know so much more about exercising. We know how it affects the body for the better, and the younger you start, the better. And to actually get in there and teach junior high school, college students how to work out for their body and how to get to the best, like the optimal place for fitness for their body is super important. So doing your exercise science and movement major in your bachelor's and master's, don't take that for granted. I know a lot of people want to do physical therapy, occupational therapy, medicine, stuff like that, but don't take for granted being a phys ed teacher in high school, junior high school, even grammar school, and of course, you can go to colleges and work with college students as well as athletes. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. And my semester has gone really quick. This semester was not heavy. Next semester is going to be heavy. I already know it. I have physics on the docket. I have taken physics only like a partial semester and dropped it because WTF is physics. Whoever is a physics major or a math major or likes math, please, please, please send me a DM, a comment, something. Because I need a tutor. I'm not playing. What is that? I don't even understand the concept that I'm supposed to understand for physics to pass it. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I am going to try my best. Life is probably going to be a blur next semester. When I say next semester, I'm talking about January until May. And I've accepted that. And so that's what it is. So whoever loves me, whoever I spend time with, I'll see y'all in May. Y'all pray for me. But anyway, this semester, I had a lot of courses from my major, which surprisingly aren't as hard as the prerequisites. The science prerequisite to get into, all of us Anybody who's studying to be a nurse, physical therapy, occupational therapy, anything in the medical field, medical assistant, a medical doctor, we're all doing pre-med courses. The only thing that I don't have to do that the others are doing is microbiology, I think. Yeah, I don't have to do micro, and I don't have to do like, oh, and nutrition too. We're all taking pre-med. We're all taking pre-med courses. Nursing and nutrition and all that, they have to take micro, which I heard is like a whole different world of chemistry mixed with bio mixed low-key with physics. I don't even know how y'all passing it. The people who pass these classes with A's, are y'all cheating? Because if y'all are, why wouldn't y'all tell everybody else how to do it? Come on. I'm paying for school out of pocket. I'm not gonna cheat, but I'm just saying I need to know if there's some kind of like, I think that I'm just missing some principles and some like tips and tricks on how to pass these things, or how to understand the work. And I feel like y'all who be getting A's, y'all know the tips and tricks. And I don't know why y'all would keep them to yourself, because if everybody got an A, that doesn't make your A any less. So this semester has gone great. I feel like I got A's and 1B+, so we'll take that. We're trying to build our GPA back up, because when I took chemistry, it dropped my GPA, and also trigonometry. It's clear that math is not for me. It's not my forte. No, math is for everyone. Anything is for everyone, but math is not my forte. I struggle with it. So anything that deals with lots and lots of math, and also, to be very honest, chemistry 1 is like a semester full of cramming all chemistry concept, and I can't see how that's helpful. Most of us don't pass chemistry 1 the first time, because they're just it's not helpful to teach us that way. This semester was not hard. I think I have 2 A's and 1 B+. I think, hopefully, and if I don't, I have 2 B+ and 1 A. I'll be mad if I have 2 B+. I'm gonna be honest, because my goal was 3 A's. I know it didn't happen that way for one class. There's one class called exercise testing and prescription. I fell in love. But was it hard? It was so tedious. It was hard. The concepts are not hard, all of that. It just was a lot of work. But because I took that class, I am also a lot more sure that I want to take the exercise physiology certification from ACSM. This class was basically exercise, what you would do as a baseline exercise physiologist. And so I want to be certified in exercise as an exercise physiologist on the bachelor's level, because of course my goal is not to go get a master's to become a master's certified exercise physiologist, because they have that. My goal is to, after my bachelor's, go into doctor of physical therapy program and become a doctor of physical therapy. That's my goal. Now, if there's some detours, I'm open to understanding that that's just a part of my journey and doing the master's and becoming a certified exercise physiologist on the master's level, and then trying again for the doctor of physical therapy program. But that depends on what happens in life. That depends on if I ever get a partner, I have kids, how they feel about it, how we can work that out as a family. That does depend. But I definitely don't want to stop at the bachelor's for sure. Whichever route I go, I'm not going to stop at the bachelor's. If you are going for your bachelor's in exercise science, kinesiology, I think those are the biggest 2 majors for the people who know they want to be physical therapists or occupational therapists, or exercise and movement masters. If you are going through your semesters, I can honestly say, from not only for me, but for me and my classmates, the hardest part about it are the prereqs. So if you know you're not the best at science and math, immediately, if you're a freshman and you don't know what to do, you're taking your little English and your little math and all of those things, immediately right now, get a tutor in place and get help with how to structure your note taking for anatomy and physiology 1 and 2, because it's not about math at all. It's about memorize. So anatomy and physiology 1 and 2, you need to memorize these things. You need to memorize the whole body. You need to memorize the systems and how they work and how they connect with each other. You're gonna have to memorize some hormones and some bones, and you're going to have to know how the blood flows through the whole body, the whole circulatory system. You're gonna have to learn that. It's really not that hard, but you're gonna have to learn those things. You're gonna have to learn EKG and how to properly read the heart, and if there's arrhythmias and all those things. Now, you're not gonna have to know all of them, but you're gonna have to know what the different waves are, and that's anatomy and physiology. So your best bet is to find a great note taker or a tutor that can help you take great notes and give you tips on how to remember certain systems and how they function. If you can find a phonetic way to remember, that's great, or however it works. Get help with that now. If you're a great note taker, take great notes. Help somebody else with it. That's something that's important too. We need to help each other. I really work with my classmates. We really do help each other. We sit down and we go over the assignments that we have before the class sometimes. And if I'm missing something, we work it out together, and they help me get to the correct answer, not by quizzing me, but like saying, hey, this is the correct answer and this is how I got to it, and do you understand how I got to it? And the same thing for me. If I got the right answer and they got the wrong answer, I will explain exactly how I got to it. If I can find it in my notes, I'll show them, connect the dots for each other with each other. Anatomy, physiology. Now, chemistry 1 and 2, yeah, you're going to need a tutor because you're going to need to be able to do the math and do it fast, and you're also going to have to memorize periodic table for what it's worth. You're going to have to understand how it works, how it was set up. I recognized during chemistry that this was just a bunch of stuff that people were seeing, and they were just naming it a bunch of stuff, and they're just finding things about it and throwing it all at the wall, and then here we have chemistry. Don't try to make it make sense to you. Just try to memorize how to do the work, because that's the only way you're going to get through it. So that's chemistry. Physics. Physics is math, equations, it's trigonometry on steroids. So if you have a hard time with trigonometry, you're going to have a hard time with this. It's a lot of concept, but it is also still like math at the same time. So it's a lot of visualizing. I mean, if they're saying, something, it's like you have to do the math on how fast things move. So force and how much work it took, and if it took work, and all of, so you're reading word problems. You're reading the word problems. There's supposed to be some words that let you know, oh, this is about work. Depending on your teacher, you might have to learn the equations for that out of your memory. Hopefully, if you have a teacher that has some kind of like, hey guys, I know you're taking physics because you're in pre-med, not because you want to be a physicist. Like, I think that's the word for it. I'm going to give you the equations. So you'll find the equation on the key sheet, but you don't just use that equation. It's not just a plug-in kind of thing. You find the equation, you read the rest of the thing, and it tells you if you need to deviate to a different form of this equation. So I could not explain it any different. And if that confused you, that's how it feels. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. If work equals something times something, and then blah, 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 and then how did I end up with the equation for like a circle? Like, I don't know, what are we doing here? So also I found that physics is a subject where people just came together and just was like scribbling stuff, like super smart people, just thinking about all the little things and filling space, and then boom, here we are trying to learn what was in homeboy's brain. He deserved to have that knowledge, okay? He worked hard for that, but why do I gotta do this? So that's how physics is. There is no other word for physics than complicated and hard, and it's so many steps. That's what makes it complicated and hard. It's tedious. It's so much to learn, to do. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Even people who are great with math don't have the easiest time in physics. For pre-med classes, for anything in the medical field, you gotta do anatomy, you gotta do chemistry, you gotta do physics. That's where the different type of major, that's where we all kind of disperse after that. So some of y'all gonna have to take micro, some of y'all gonna have to take biochem. Listen, if I don't have to take it, I don't know. Then we move on to our majors. Depending on your school, you can take certain prerequisites, like your last semester. As long as you pass certain prerequisites, then you can start your major courses. For me, it was anatomy 1 and 2. And then once I finished 1 and 2, I could go right through to my other course. Essentially, that is, if you want to be a doctor of physical therapy, you have to do a bachelor's program. You do not have to do a bachelor's program in exercise science, kinesiology, any of that. You can do a bachelor's program in English, but you got to take those science and math prerequisites. You have to take those. And that's how that works in order to apply to a doctor of physical therapy program. So really, if that's something that you want to do, I can say that my semesters have been really up and down. It depends on what I'm taking. And if I'm taking a prereq, it's more, the stress is heightened for sure, because they're just not easy. They're not easy. And I also think that they are like using these courses to like weed out people who just really, they just trying to weed out people. It's like you can't accept people into these higher programs. You can't accept everybody, and you have to get, you're not going to get the cream of the crop only, but but you have to get the top of somewhere, so we're all fighting for our lives. And that's how school has been so far. I can say it's a positive experience in general for me, mentally and emotionally. Now, emotionally, sometimes it does get me down, and I feel like, wow, I really can't do this. I'm really not good at this. But by the end of every semester, I pull through. I get at least a B average for the semester, and I feel great about myself. I'm going to say it's like going to the gym. You go to the gym and you hate the workout. It's so uncomfortable. But when you look in the mirror and you have abs, they can't tell you nothing. So that's how it feels at the end of every semester. So if you're looking to go back to school, I'm 40 years old. I was so afraid of going back to school because I knew I wanted to do physical therapy since I was 25. I would have been a physical therapist in a whole different, I would have been in my specialty. I would have been doing all kinds of, I would have probably changed specialties by now, because when I was younger, I did want to do sports medicine. But now I'm more into pediatric physical therapy. I feel like that's what I want to do. I was so afraid, and I didn't realize that my self-esteem was so low that I talked myself out of trying this because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to accomplish it. That only is for, studying medical field jobs is only for certain type of students, certain type of thinkers, certain type of people. And I just felt like I didn't have the ability, but I do. Maybe it took to add maturity to the ability. I'm very resilient. I know that about myself. I'm resilient, and I'm going to persevere through a lot of things. So I think that does play a part, but I'm super glad that I went back. I went back at 35. I got my associate, and now I'm getting my bachelor's, and I'm going to get my doctor of physical therapy degree and license, and I'm going to be a practicing physical therapist one day. Sooner than later. I watch so many vlogs on people who graduated and shared their experience, and I just can't wait. I can't wait to share my experience with y'all and hopefully inspire somebody who is in their early 20s and saying they can't do it. No, you can do it. Don't you wait. Okay? My mother used to say this saying, and oh God, it used to get on my nerves, but right now I'm making it by the skin of my teeth. She used to say, you made it by the skin of your teeth. Ma, we're late because you late. I can't leave without you. You made it to school by the skin of your teeth. Okay, Ma. But yeah, I'm making it by the skin of my teeth. Okay? So don't you wait. Don't you wait. Do it now. Do it now. You can do it. You can accomplish this. You can make it happen. Like I said, find you some classmates who are willing to get down and study with you and not waste time. Once you see that somebody is wasting time, you say, oh yeah, let's study together, and then they're on their phone acting, not focusing, or you don't study well, you don't mesh well with them. It's okay, move on to study with somebody else. Do not waste your time with people, but get together and study with people and work hard together and make it happen for yourself, and get into the tutoring room. Like, I work full time. I'm going to school full time. I don't have a lot of time, but I know what, when I was doing A&P 1 and 2 and I was doing Chem 1, I was in that tutoring hall every day. Took my computer, my work computer. If an email rang off, let me check. I used to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, work for as many hours as I could, close to 8 hours, get out of my house and go to the tutoring hall. And if my coworkers was working later that day and they needed something, sent it, did what I had to do for work, and got back to my schoolwork. And by the time 6 p.m. came, I was in my class trying to learn something new. So it's not easy. I really had to persevere through being dead tired, figuring out what else worked for me when it came to my work schedule, having to wake up earlier. Now, working out and eating properly, you have to stay on top of that too, but it is hard. So if you feel like you fall behind on that, that's understandable, but still try your best. If you can meal prep a little bit, one of the weekends that you have some time to yourself, just put a little something together. And if you find that all you can do is have a sandwich and make 2 sandwiches, have that a day, have one in the afternoon and one in the evening before your last class, then that's what you're gonna have to do. Just try to make the sandwiches as healthy as you can. I don't know. Don't put no lunch meat in that sandwich every day. Roast you a piece of chicken and then cut it up and make you a chicken salad sandwich. Something. Do what you can. Do your best, and your best is going to be enough. That's it. I just wanted to sit and have some coffee and talk to y'all and let y'all know how my semester has gone. I'm on holiday break now with school and work. I have a job where the industry, we close down during the holiday between Christmas and New Year. So I plan on really fixing up my apartment. I don't have nothing to build or whatever, but I plan on fixing up my apartment, as in super deep cleaning. So it's gonna be a lot of glove wearing and a lot of sweatpants and old t-shirts, and I'm going to basically just throw bleach on the whole thing, clean it up, throw a lot of stuff away, get to it, and start the new year fresh when it comes to that. And also, I have a lot of books that I'm going to get out of my home. I would like to give away to people, so I'm gonna find a way to do that, because I have to make space for new books, because it's happening. I'm gonna have a library of books pertaining to my specialty. Anyway, I'm gonna speak to y'all later. Again, if you're looking to be a doctor of physical therapy, doctor of occupational therapy, doctor of chiropractic medicine, anything, whatever it is, I hope that you saw this and I talked you into declaring that major. Declare it. Declare that pre-med. You can do this. You are not going to fail. Remember to aspire big so that you can inspire bigger, and don't quit your daydream. That simply means there's something on your mind, heart, and soul that is God-given, and you were put on this earth to do that thing and share it with others so that they can see you succeed in that thing and they're inspired to do their part. That's it. Continue to build your communities. We need each other. Later, y'all.